Soul Calibur 4, released in 2008, is a 3D weapon-based fighting game released on the Xbox 360 and PS3. This game is packed with characters, customizations, and game modes, but today, in 2025, we are diving into the Tower of Lost Souls. In this mode, you need to complete 60 floors worth of battles. These 60 floors are split across 22 different levels. Sometimes you'll have one floor to complete in a single level, but most of the time you'll have 2 to 3 floors to complete per level. Now, this may not sound difficult outright, but let me elaborate. Most often, each floor will contain 2 to 3 enemies at a minimum, so take floors 18 to 20 as an example. For this level, you are able to take 3 characters in and you need to defeat 3 levels which contain 2 characters each. This means we have to beat a minimum of 2 characters for each 1 character we have brought in. For someone with moderate skill, this is quite doable, especially considering that you needed to defeat multiple characters when playing through the story. But this is only where the Tower of Lost Souls begins to show a glimpse of its difficulty. For me, I managed to breeze through the first 29 floors using Talum, a character that I had moderate skill with and one that I really enjoyed the playstyle of. But then I came up to a major roadblock, floors 30 to 32. For this level, you need to defeat a total of 11 characters across 3 floors with a single character. When I tell you that I was absolutely humbled by this level, I mean absolutely emotionally destroyed. I had spent the previous 29 floors using this character that I thought I was good at using. But when I got to this level, Talum did not stand a single chance. Truly, I was being whooped like there was no tomorrow, and remember, we have 60 total floors to complete, so this is only the halfway mark for this game mode. I thought this would be a fun challenge going through the Tower of Lost Souls, but it was far from it. It was still a challenge, but it was absolutely not fun. I remember the intense hatred I felt towards this level as I continuously attempted and lost over and over for the most ridiculous reasons. But then, I found a wonderful build for 2 characters that would help me cheese these battles and make them a cakewalk. These 2 characters being Yun-seong and Astaroth. And the Yun-seong build was posted on True Achievements by the user Fatboy. When I tell you that Yun-seong was a game changer for me, I mean it. He has a move which is almost a stun lock for most characters. You can see it right now. This move is just an endless barrage of attacks that often get blocked, but thanks to this build, no matter what, as long as my swings connect, I'm making progress. And that is because to perform a critical finish, you need to break that soul gauge at the top right of the screen. The moment it breaks, you can successfully perform a critical finish and insta-kill the enemy. This was revolutionary for my climb up the tower. It literally helped me get past so much difficulty, it is insane. And thanks to this build, floors 30 to 32 were completed. But that is only the beginning. We'll skip past floors 33 to 35 because Yun-seong crushed that level for me. But moving to floors 36 to 38, I was stuck on this level for days. With these upper levels of the tower, I began to get stuck on a single level for hours, and honestly, it literally got to a point where I would need to take a breather and return the next day, or else I would feel the urge to throw my controller at the ground. It was really tough. But for floors 36 to 38, this is where I had 2 Yun-seongs with me, and I still took forever to get anywhere close to completing the level. The reason that these floors are so difficult is due to the spread of skills in the arena you need to fight the enemies on. The first set of characters are just really aggressive with their attack patterns and their attack range. They can clear half of your health in no time without giving you a single chance to react, but occasionally you can get a perfect run where Yun-seong lands all of his attacks and manages a few critical finishes here and there, but those perfect runs were few and far between. Fortunately, on my successful run, I managed to beat all 3 of the first characters before I drained the last of my additional health. But now we get to floor 37, and this one is not a major issue for me. It is more of a roadblock to the true challenge that is level 38. On floor 37, you have a lot of opportunities to land good hits on enemies as Yun-seong due to the wide open arena, and you can additionally have many chances to ring out opponents by knocking them off the ledge. So I definitely took advantage of this fact and managed to ring out 2 of the opponents. Normally, Abigail gets me in a chain of attacks and destroys me, but this time, I stunlocked them and cleared floor 37 still using my first Yun-seong, meaning we still have our second in reserve. Now, on floor 38, oh boy, I cannot tell you how many times I've made it to this floor just to encounter absolute disappointment and shame from getting thrashed. The most annoying thing about this level is that you have a slim chance of getting a ring out on these characters due to each of them having a skill that prevents that 9 times out of 10, which means you need to defeat them with your skills in attacking and you can't take advantage of ring outs. And the only reason I managed to defeat this level was due to my luck in the first 2 floors. So when I say you need a perfect run on these upper floors, I really mean it. Making it to floor 38, I came in with my first yun-seong, who honestly got wiped out immediately, but I luckily had my second yun-seong with full health and he absolutely destroyed the enemies. Getting a critical finish on the first enemy followed by a swift and brutal defeat of the second left us with the final enemy of the level, Siegfried. And for me, this is where I tend to fumble. The pressure just gets to me and I crack. But not this time. This time I hit Siegfried with our good old combo to just batter away at his health and bam! Floor 38 is defeated. And we are going to skip past a few levels and get to floor 50, which is where there is another jump in difficulty. But first, I just need to give a dishonorable mention to one level. Floor 47 to 49 have invisible enemies. Yep, they have a skill where they go invisible. Like, what the hell is this skill? You can't do anything against these enemies unless you have a really strong understanding of battle timings, which I did not. Let me be clear, I did not. And you can get absolutely demolished in 2 seconds because you literally cannot react to their attacks before they hit you. This was such a terrible level, and I only defeated it because of yun-seong. But like I said, let's get to floor 50. Let's not even think about those invisible enemies. Floor 50 to 52 is one of the levels that require you to defeat 9 characters across 3 floors using only 1 character. And yun-seong literally could not defeat this level. No matter what, I could not manage to defeat this level with the usual cheese combo. So I had to switch it up and use Astaroth, but this time with a build from True Achievements user Basta37. This build was an absolute game changer. It literally increased Astaroth's health to 170% and his attack power to 150%. And with Astaroth, his cheese method is this attack you are seeing right now. The method is to literally spam that attack relentlessly until the enemy is defeated. And it worked. It worked like crazy. Sometimes an enemy would get too close and I'd have to improvise, but the method was insanely effective. And this helped me get through this floor nearly effortlessly, finishing with over 100% health left thanks to the HP regeneration this build has. And I used this Astaroth build and method for the rest of the tower, and it worked flawlessly. That is until floor 57. Floor 57 to 59 was the bane of my existence. I attempted this level for hours. So many hours. I literally took an hour break to play some Hitman because I was just so sick of Soul Calibur thanks to this level. And when I came back to it, I still could not beat it. It was insane. I literally went to bed that night and I would be seeing Soul Calibur in my mind. This game has burned into my brain because this level was relentless. I honestly was put in such a bad mood because of this level being so difficult. But then I had 30 minutes to spare one night, loaded it up, and I beat it on my 4th attempt of the level. I didn't even record it. That's how little faith I had. I never expected to beat it. And this just goes to show you that while there is skill involved, it is literally all about that perfect run. All you need is that perfect chance to beat the level, and you need to take that chance. Ugh, I cannot believe I completed that level. It still feels unreal to me. And there you have it. We have completed all the way up to floor 59 now, and all that is left to do is defeat the final boss, Algol, the baddest of the bad, the one at the top of the tower and the one in the way of our achievement, the one that we have trained to defeat and the one that we have honed our skills to truly take down. This guy is going to be no joke, and he is going to really give us a run for our money. And oh, there he goes. He just fell off the ring. Well, at least we got our achievement now. All right, thank you for watching this video. If you got through the entire video, feel free to drop a like and let me know if you've managed to beat the Tower of Lost Souls and how long it took you. I still can't believe I beat this mode. It's been one hell of a roller coaster for me. And lately, I've just been going through my backlog of games and completing a good amount of the games that I played when I was a kid. So it's been nice to revisit some of Soul Calibur. And I honestly just needed to talk about this dumbass mode in particular. It was driving me up a wall and I just needed to share it. I needed to vent. I needed to get it off my chest. I don't know what else to say. But anyways, have a good one. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.